Hi, Mike here, Family DIY. Today, we're extending gutters all the way out there. Let's do this. Okay, so we are cleaning up this area just for all the pool equipment. And we don't want to be stepping over these pipes. We also want to extend our downspouts as far as possible away from the house. So went to Home Depot, picked up these 4-inch pipes. Currently have them laid out. So we're gonna have the gutter going into the drain here, and then we're gonna run it all the way out there. We're gonna dig a big hole and let it all kind of come out over there. Okay. At the same time, we have a deck drain. Okay, for the pool. This slopes this way and this slopes this way, and this catches all the water. And currently I just have it going out into the lawn. We just had a big rain, so I had it a little extended, but we're also gonna dig this down into the ground, and we're gonna meet up with this pipe, and we're gonna have it all drain into this area and then let it sort of just walk its way down the property line. Okay, so all right, we got most of the trenches dug. Okay, this is going to run all the way down here. All right, and then we have another trench that's going to meet. This is for the deck drain. We got to clean out, of course. Decided to put it there just so I know it's at the concrete. All right, now we're just going to dig a big giant hole here for our seepage pit. Okay, so hole is dug. We're going to use a little bucket so we can store a little extra water in here. It's a little seepage pit. It's going to have a pipe coming up. Anything that fills up with water, I'm going to put a little grate on the top, and the water can just then, you know, distribute over the grade. So this is really not necessary, but I figured I can store a little extra water in here. I'm going to drill a bunch of holes in here and basically make this like a sub pump pit without obviously a pump. Then we're going to put fabric around it, and we're going to bury it and then cover stone all inside here. All right, so the next thing is we're going to drill a bunch of holes in here and cut the top out. Okay, so here's where we are. So we have the pipe here. I duct taped all the seams. I'm not going to glue any of them in case I have to take it apart in 10, 15 years from now, whatever. But here's a clean out. But in case this also freezes, this will actually allow it to relieve, and I'll know it's frozen. So you always want to have that on there. I'm going to put a cover on that. So my downspout's going into here, and got the 90, and we're running all the way down here on a good slope down to here. And this is where we got our bucket. This is just to have a void to collect more water. This is all going to be filled with stone. And then this is our next line. This is for the pool deck here. Okay. And like I have a clean out up there, or at least a window so I can see how the system is performing, I also put one here. The reason why I put it here is I know it's the end of the concrete and I can open it up and check it out. I am going to bury it, but then I'll know exactly where it's at. But again, like I said, I'm just duct taping the seams. I'm not gluing it. I really don't think there's a reason to glue it. It's not really a full pressure. So we're gonna use duct tape. So that's there. That's gonna go down into here. And again, this is gonna be really a rock garden. So I put this 3-inch pipe down here to kind of collect some of the water, have another void, and then perforated it just like I did with the bucket. So I'm just going to backfill this up with stone. That's going to be empty, just so that it has a little bit extra water collection capabilities. It's not really necessary. I could have just filled this all up with stone, but I figured I'd put the bucket in there. All right, but this is basically it. And then now what's this going to do? This is going to come up, and there's actually going to be a grate on the top here as well, so that when this fills up during a really bad storm, it can just sort of percolate out into the grade and actually just follow the grade where, like it does now, really down to the woods. Okay, so this isn't, you know, supposed to be super high, you know, capacity. It's just enough to kind of collect that little rainwater, and then the rest will just go. I could have just had it come to here and go to grade, but I figured I'd add this little thing. It's really not that big of a deal. So here we go. I'm gonna now start backfilling with a rock. There we go. All right, so this is the final product here. So you see we have to clean out here. There's also an inspection point. I like to put the cats on it. I also put the fabric paper in there so no bugs can go in there, like mosquitoes and calls, like a nest. Okay, so you just put the fabric over it and you put the cap over it. All right, so now this goes down into the ground, kind of finish this off. This is kind of an area around a pool that was always kind of muddy. We're filled up. It goes down here, and here we're going to put like a rock garden. So I'm going to figure out what exactly I'm going to do. But you can see basically we put the fabric paper, we kind of wrapped all the stone kind of like a burrito. And this is another inspection point, but this is also an overflow. So when we get a lot of rain, it'll actually just flow out and it can go down there. Again, I have the fabric in here so that no bugs can cause a nest in there. Okay, so we don't want any mosquitoes. So then this is the drain for everything. And then this is the drain for the pool deck. Okay, so this is all covered up. Again, we have our clean out. All right, so that'll probably just get grass that's grown over it. And you can see this still needs to be cleaned up a little bit. So basically, this is it. All right, so I hope that this maybe gave you a good idea or something that you could do yourself. You know, this is a pretty inexpensive design. Took me about like 3 hours, I guess, to do all this, dig it and everything. But I hope you like this. I hope this maybe helped you or gave you an idea. And if you do like the video or do like the content, please hit the like button. Please also hit the subscribe button. It really helps me. Thank you.